So the other piece is that Dad saw the Blue Zones on Netflix and decided he wanted to live to be 100. And that happens not everywhere. It happens in certain places more often than others. So the island of Ikari is where Icarus, flew too close to the sun and then splashed in the water. That's what is called that. There was a very important Artemis temple on one side of the island. On the other side of the island where we're staying, there's a magic hot springs, which it turns out every one of those Blue Zones places has a magic hot and cold spring. So you're drinking special water, you're bathing in special water. And this one was famous in antiquity. One would go there in lieu of chemo because it's got radon. It's a radioactive spring. And they've got no Alzheimer's on the island. Arthritis is very rare, and living to 100 is regular. So it's supposed to be good for cancer, Alzheimer's, and arthritis, which is stuff that runs in our family. So the cure is 20 days. You're supposed to do it every day for 20 days. That's why we're staying as long as we are in the tiny little village of Therma. And that enables me to do the geomancy that I've been instructed to do at the ruins of the Artemis temple. And so that is the other thing. And when we went to see the pyramid of the Uxmal near here, Dad said he wanted to see the ancient things his ancestors had made. And he said his father had gone to Delphi, which is, I guess, a Democrat pilgrimage, And Delphi is also, it was the supreme court of the ancient world, And the oracle at Delphi, she was a neurodivergent, local, not a noble person. She had to be a neurodivergent teenager. And, incidentally high on whatever psychoactive plants were growing in the near vicinity. And that was your final word in the ancient world when nations disputed, when emperors disputed, even regular people. It would go to her and she would speak it in tongues or in a riddle, and that would be the answer, and that was law. So democracy has interesting roots in the previous ancient goddess culture of the Pythia, which were mostly from North Africa, from around the Lake Triton in Libya, according to myth, because now we're in an event horizon. So proof is hard to come by, but we're getting more and more proof with the archaeology every day with LiDAR, and the more we dig up, the more we find out this is how the world was run for thousands of years, that neurodivergent women with the snake venoms and odd medicines were considered an authority because of their access to the in-between. The concept that wisdom is slipping in through the cracks and is coming from in-between source, not pure. So yes, Delphi's on the list. We're gonna go see Delphi. Those are Dad's spots. And then some of you know my son has recently returned to live in Italy, so we're gonna stop in Rome, see the Temple of Diana, see the Etruscan pyramid, see some friends, some family, and and we're gonna be making lots of videos and communicating and writing with you about it.